Hi, this is Heng here. This is a tutorial on how to fix your Heng Long Tiger 2 screw mount. As you can see, just like your King Tiger, they look like this cylinder. As you can see, they're cracked. So it's very simple fix. First, use your pliers. You gently pressure them back together. Add a bit of super glue. From what I can see from your picture, it seems that all your mounts are broken. So do the same thing to all of them. Just super glue. Takes a bit of patience. Take your time. It takes about 20 seconds to dry. This is not enough. It will crack again when you screw the screw in it. So we need to add some sawdust. Around the cylinder. To reinforce the mount. And then add super glue to the sawdust. If it's too much, you mix a small tissue like this to suck the excess super glue out. Because if it's too wet, it will take long time to dry. We don't want that. Keep it clean. And then pressure the crack again. Oh yeah, I forgot. Before you add the sawdust, make sure you clean all the oil and grease away. I mean absolutely clean. Nothing left behind from your previous motor, the grease and everything, the oil. Because they will form a layer to block your super glue and sawdust to glue together. So we don't want that. We want a confirm, secure bond. Like just clean the oil, everything. Make sure it's very clean so they bond together. And the same step. Do it the same for the other two. Make sure it's very clean, free from grease and oil, everything. Just like that. It's just simply like a cone. Add super glue again. If it's too much, the sender, remember, the tissue to suck the super glue out. Too much is no good. When too much, they even refuse to dry because there's nothing to latch onto. There's no surface area for them to evaporate, so they just remain like oily and they just won't dry. It's the same thing the other two. I can't stress this enough. Make sure there's no oil and grease. Everything it must be clean. So we add a bit too much. Well, obviously this is just a example how to glue it back. It's not the exact how, because all my how they are like, whoa, they are like secure into another level already. I never have to worry about anything about screw mount crack, nothing like that, because basically they are like they secure flat on the wood. If the mount is screw, you just add a bit of super glue, wait it to dry, and then you screw it back again. It just be fine, no problem at all. If you worry this will crack again, same thing, you add more sawdust. About the sawdust, not too fine and not too rough. Too rough it won't dry. You can actually, in fact, make a brand new board like about 6mm or 4mm is fine too, but I would go straight to 6 and 7mm and then cut the exact place, drill a hole where this mount will rise up, so they will just thread through the wood, the board, so they become a solid piece of mount. They are no longer like singular pillar things that kind of fragile, especially when you're doing like very violent climbing or you ram something hard. Yeah, this will certainly break. Basically it's like this. So you wait it to dry 20 seconds or 1 minute. Oh, the sawdust looks like this. See? Not too fine, not too rough. The super glue only cost you about 2-3 ringgit. It's not expensive. To wait for a bit, they're still like in a jelly state. Don't rush, take your time. Okay, I think it's about time. So this is your motor, your gearbox. When you screw back the screw in, remember not to over tighten. If you over tighten, the thread will loose, so it render the whole fixing pointless. The way to screw, when your screw stop, you just stop already, because it hits the, how do you put it, like when it stop is enough already. You don't tighten again. If you tighten, the thread will ruin. Just make sure everything is clean. You should be fine. You see? Wait. It's hard to see, but there will be no more cracks anymore. They are basically like a reinforced cone. and then the third screw, here it is. Okay, now this see, secure mount. Well, yeah, a bit loose. Is because when you glue back again, you didn't. Not you, it's me. Didn't apply the enough pressure. You just add a bit of glue. Should be fine. Well, someone in the group they suggest you get a brand new house. That's not a bad idea, but are you willing to spend that amount of money to get a brand new house? It's not cheap, you know. So this is my solution on how to like fix it that cheap. The whole thing here is not even 3 ringgit things, you know. Just a bit of your time and the thing will be fine again. See, solid mount. It won't come off anymore. So make sure when you put the sawdust, you clean all the grease and oil away. You should be fine. That's all. Thank you for watching.